everyone. So today I want to talk to you about my natural hair journey, the things that I've learned, and just to give you my hair story so that you'll know how my hair evolved to the state that it is currently. So just to take it way back in time, I was natural until I was about 10 or 11 years old, and I had went to a hairstylist that was a little older, and I had my first chemical that I put in my hair was called a Vigorol, and that's like an old school kind of hair straightening, hair relaxing chemical that I don't even think that they use that anymore. But the reason why I got that was because all of my friends had, you know, straight hair. They would, at that time, it was like 2006, 2007, and roller wraps were really in then. Like everyone had a roller wrap, and I just loved that, and I wanted to have it too. And so yeah, I got the chemical, and my hair, it looked good at first, but like I said, my hair was pretty full. And so at one point my hairstylist did not wash my hair out completely, or wash the chemical out of my hair completely, and the middle part of my hair is like the most dense, and that's where she didn't wash it out completely. So my hair literally broke off, bald from, it was like in the middle of my hair, an awkward like position, and this was like when I was 12 years old. And so I didn't get any more chemicals, and I had cut my hair, but I kept straightening it because I was still into straight hair at that time, couldn't be stopped. And then I, you know, kept just having my mom or different hairstylists just flat iron or even use the hot comb on my hair. And then when I was in 9th grade, I decided to give the chemicals another try. And I got this perm or relaxer. I forgot exactly the brand, but it was really, really like strong. And it was just like my hair was threatening to fall out because it was just so strong on my hair. And at that time I had started to, this was like around 08, 09, and I started to really get into watching YouTube videos for, you know, taking care of hair. And and a woman here on YouTube whose name is Tracy Simmons, she had a she had like a hair like forum, kind of like a hair social media kind of thing called Keep It Simple Sister. And I was just kind of getting into that, like seeing all these ladies talking about their hair journeys and how to take care of hair. And it was kind of like those early days of like when hair journeys were getting big and women were really more empowering themselves to like take care of their own hair instead of just relying on stylists. So I was just kind of like throwing all types of moisturizers on my hair and all types of different things, and that was the only thing that really saved me from being bald-headed again. Well, even though the first time not all my hair came out, but it just saved me from like losing all my hair. And then I switched to a different relaxer that did better. But during this time, just to put in perspective, I think I probably mentioned like from when I was younger, you know, my aunt and my mom, you know, taking great care of my hair, keeping it in braids and twists, and occasionally just blowing it out. My hair was like healthy, luscious, beautiful, from like bra strap to mid-back length hair. And then once I had the Vigorol that was not washed out, and then I had the bald spot and everything going on, and that grew back or whatever. But once I started using chemicals, and after that whole incident with the Vigorol, like my hair just stayed to, it got no longer than armpit length. And then my last relaxer was actually in 2010, like literally the end of 2010, like sometime in January. And at this time I had been watching Natural 85 and Taren Guy, and who else was I watching back then, like African Export, all those people who were like there from like day one in the natural hair game, and they like really inspired me to go natural. But yeah, so I started to transition, but I wasn't completely ready to wear my hair natural all the time. So like from the end of very end of 2010 until I'd say I probably was fully natural sometime in like the middle of 2012, so like the summerish. I just, you know, would slowly get the ends clipped away. But I mainly still wore my hair straight during this time. Like occasionally I would either have twists or braids, or maybe do like a roller set instead of just flat ironing it. And I did like maybe 2 or 3 braid outs or twist outs or something during this time. But fast forward a little later, I started undergrad and I was still kind of wearing my hair straight, but at this time I didn't really know a stylist because I went to school in a different state, and I was in New York, and obviously for college, and obviously in New York they have tons of stylists, but I feel like when you have too many options, it's like you just almost get overwhelmed. Like you don't know who to choose, you don't know where to go. So I just didn't know like who would be the best stylist, and like looking up some of the actual like natural hair salons, those could be pricey, especially for a student. So I just didn't know what to do, and I suck at straightening my own hair. Like I just have never been good at it. I've tried it many times like years ago, and I just never got good at it. I think I just don't use the right products or technique, both, I don't know. But it was sometime around, like, this will be why I'm gonna tell you this is 4 years natural, like truly natural for me. It was like around January or so of 2013, and I had gotten my hair straightened by some random like salon. They didn't seem to even know that much about kinky, curly, textured hair at all, but I was just like, I want to get my hair straight, you know? And my hair was so severely heat damaged. Like I'm gonna try to insert some pictures into this video. I don't think I really wish that I had taken pictures of how badly heat damaged my hair was at that time after going to that salon. It was actually kind of unbelievable. Like, to be perfectly honest, it was like, wow. Because my hairstylist back home, because I had switched hairstylists throughout this time of doing chemicals and getting off chemicals and blah blah blah, but my hairstylist that I had last really went to back home, she was amazing. She would even steam my hair. She had managed to like straighten my hair and it would stay straight for almost a month, and I didn't have any heat damage. But trying some of these new stylists, and it just really damaged my hair. So to give you guys like an idea, you guys can't really, well, obviously you're not gonna be able to see what it looked like then, but it literally was like the first inch to maybe 2 inches of my hair were unheat damaged, my regular kinky curly hair. Then along the middle of the shaft, it was bone straight, and then the last like inch or 2 were like loosely curled or wavy, so it was very oddly heat damaged as well. So after realizing that my hair was so badly heat damaged, at this point I was still kind of thinking that you can kind of like recover from heat damage like without like having to cut it all off. And I know that sometimes if your hair is not really reverting as well as it should be, sometimes that could be like product buildup and different things like that. But my situation is badly heat damaged as my hair was. There was no, like, it was not gonna bounce back. No amount of prayer, deep conditioning, oil treatments, washing, anything could have saved it. So I just needed to transition. But at that time I just got some braids, and this was literally like the middle of February. Like I think I noted it down and everything. It was like February 18th, 2013. I was like, okay, I'm gonna wear these braids and I wore them for a month and a half, and then I was like, I'm going to not straighten my hair until like May or June. And so I wore my braids, I took them out, and then I started to do braid outs. That was like my main style. So I did braid outs, and at this time, especially because my hair was so badly heat damaged, it was also very dry. So my hair, I think I've mentioned in like at least one other previous video, that my hair can be kind of porous anyway, and my hair is not, it's not heat damaged or anything now. And so you can imagine having it be heat damage, it was even more porous. It was just so dry. So I would literally be moisturizing it daily, braiding it or twisting it. And although it's not the best to always manipulate your hair by braiding it every single day, it actually, my hair was growing and retaining length because it was being moisturized so often. And so yeah, like I said, I wore braid outs mainly. I did some bantu knot outs and not too many twist outs. And so I kept that up. And then once the summer came, I was like, hey, well, I have been wearing my hair in this curly state for this long. I might as well just keep going because it's the summer, and summer in New York is so humid and just nasty. So it's no point for me to straighten my hair and then just have it revert and look crazy. So I just kept going, and every couple months I would just cut off like an inch, 2 inches, like a lot. But my hair was like really retaining length at this time. And so I'd say that I was probably fully done transitioning from my horrible heat damage around, because I wish that I would have like specifically written all of this down, but I think I was probably fully done transitioning about 2 years later or so, a year and a half to 2 years later. So like, let's just say around February 2015, I gotten rid of all my heat damage. And so yeah, things were going well. But then we go into a new chapter of Jazzy's mistakes with her hair. So let's just say, yeah, it's like the summer of no, actually I made some mistakes even before then. So I'd say it was probably around summer 2014, and you know, most of my heat damage was gone. And then I just felt like, oh, well, you know, most of my heat damage is gone. My hair can like, you know, hold a twist out for several days. And then I don't know what was wrong with me, where I start to think, oh yeah, well, I'll just pineapple for like the whole week and that's fine, but also not re-moisturize the whole week. Like, so like, let's just say today I do a braid out or a twist out or something, then I just keep pineappling it or just tying it up at night, and then I won't moisturize it for like 7-8 days. Like, that was not working. So I had breakage because of that. And then not trimming enough, had breakage because of that. And then like fall of 2015, I was just kind of like tired of dealing with my hair, which was all my fault because I wasn't trimming it enough or anything. And so I had started to I wore box braids. Then I did like my first ever set of mini twists. And then I had done crochet. At this point, I was protective styling from like December-ish of like 2014 to like the summer of 2015, like August or so. But again, one of my biggest mistakes was not trimming my hair regularly, like trimming it every like 6 months or whatever. And I think it can be good to put yourself on a trimming schedule, like, okay, I'll trim every, you know, couple months. That could be nice. But of course, it's just most important to trim as you need it. And I needed a trim and I wasn't doing it. So then of course, when I finally did trim my hair, I'm like, oh wait, I have to chop off like a decent amount, and I've suffered some breakage and lost unnecessary length. And so that brings us to today. So I started like doing this kind of protective style thing where I'm mainly protective styling my hair, and I've been doing it now for like 7 months. It'll be like 8 full months of like mainly protective styling in March, because this past summer I was in Greece and I had went swimming and done all this other stuff, and you know, I was, again, I don't know what's wrong with me, I was not being the best to my hair. I really needed to deep condition it more and everything, but it got so dry from me swimming and from the sun and all of that. And so when I got back home, I trimmed off like a good amount. So I'll after this, I'll just do like a little 4-year length check. And so my hair is like here now, like touching my boobs, whatever, like about bra strap length or so. And I had cut it in like August to like about here. so like a bit you know, below my collarbone, just to get rid of like any damage. And I started to wear mini twists, and I did that for a while, and then I've been wearing like wigs off and on. But this time I am not making the mistake of neglecting to properly moisturize my hair while in the protective style and trimming my hair when needed. I've been trimming it, you know, every couple months, like as I see, okay, my ends are starting to get a little raggedy, then I'll trim a little bit, and it's just been doing so much better. So yeah, my hair hopes for the future are to reach waist length, and yeah, just have fuller, healthier hair, hopefully try some new styles and things. And thank you for sitting in, having this little chat with me, learning, hopefully learning from my mistakes, and you won't have to make the same ones too. And I hope you enjoy my length check. See you later. Bye.